everyone. You want to gather around? We're going to start the ceremony now. So I'm not sure how familiar everyone is. When we say 4 sacred directions, you know it's north, south, east, and west. There's also 4 races of human beings. And there's the Red Nation, which Bobby will be representing, the Yellow Nation, which Prakash is representing, the Black Nation, which the Australian Aboriginals are representing, and Sandra's representing the North, the White Nation. Let's see, so there's food out here, there's some fruit out here, refreshments out here. After we're done, there will be a full meal in the Healing Center building. That's the big building up front, so please join us for that. And then you're welcome to stay as long as you want. Thank you, like I said, so much for coming. If you didn't sign our mailing list, please do, so we can keep you informed about things that are happening here. We also have a lot of workshops coming up this week as part of our Elder Wisdom series, and there's a flyer over there on the table about that. We also have some herbal classes coming up. There's a flyer about that, and some Ayurvedic classes coming up. And there's a flyer about that. We'll be having a lot of things coming up in the future. I just wanted to thank a few people. I don't want to go on too long. There's so many people that were instrumental in making this happen. Charles, right here, Rencouter. Charles is the wonderful artist who did this wall here, and he will be doing our installation of the west direction when we do that. And then Nolan Arcaro, who unfortunately is not here with us anymore, he passed away. Nolan built everything you see here, almost everything. And Nolan's wife is here, so I wanted to thank you, Monica, on behalf of Nolan. There's so many other people, Chris Probst from City Different Electric, who, I mean, there's so much electric here, so you got it all together in a very, very good way. And so many other people. I don't want to, keep going on, but I just wanted to point out those special people. I wanted to talk a little bit about Tivi, the Intervision Institute, and what we do. We're a nonprofit organization. This is an indigenous healing center. So the concept is we are going to be bringing in elders who know the old ways, the very, very old ways, to share the information so that that information doesn't get lost into time. There's so much of it that's already been lost. And this whole center started when I was 5. I had a series of dreams. I had 4 dreams that kept happening for 7 years. When I got older, I realized that these were things that were going to happen in my life. And one of those dreams was about this center. So it's finally come into fruition. Our programs are, we're going to do an Elder Wisdom series where every month we'll be bringing in an elder from one of the sacred directions. They'll be here for a week. They'll be having workshops, classes, sharing what information they're willing to share. If they're healers, people will be able to make appointments with them for healings. And then we're also going to have a women's series and a men's series. So all of the issues that a woman would go through in her whole life, all the different stages of a woman's life, all the different stages of a man's life. We're also going to be doing a children's camp, probably non-residential, where children will be introduced to basic spiritual values that, we're not any one religious orientation here. It's all about love and the healing energy of love here. So we'll be doing that. We're also doing an herbal wisdom series. We're starting out with classes, and if we have enough interest, we'll be doing a 3-year full-on herbal certification program. So I think that's it. I'm going to turn this over to Bobby, Lake Tom, Medicine Grizzly Bear, who's going to we're opening the directions. So what's happening here is opening up all the energies of these individual directions so that the healers, the teachers, the students that want to learn those things, those old ways, so we can keep them alive and help our Mother Earth. That's what we're doing. We're opening up each individual direction. So Bobby, I'm going to turn it over to you. I'll hold the mic for you. So he's going to just start by lighting the sacred fire.
We like to have long matches. We really need to have like a long match.
Here you go. Yeah.
Thank you. I feel so honored to be here and be able to help Maryland with all of this. How you keep your son has not forgot to reach. I got your talk for the one day. I said, my name is Bobby Lake Tom, also known as Medicine Grizzly Bear, traditional native healer and spiritual teacher from northwestern California, Bigfoot country. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
When I say Bigfoot country, I'm really serious about Bigfoot and our relations up there. Maybe you get a chance to take you up there and let you sing and dance with me like we do. And, okay, you want me to swallow it?
Yeah, right there.
I'm trying to be humble and soft-spoken.
You want people to be able to hear you.
All those years I also served as a professor and everybody said I was too bombastic. So, I'm going to start out with the opening prayer ceremony. I see our relations are flying around here left and right, taking care of us already. And I have certain medicines here that I want to use. And this is for the people, and this is for the camp, and to get the whole thing started, okay? So some of it I'll be speaking in language and traditional tribal language. Some of it I'll also be speaking in English, okay? Ayikwiwa pekamau kele wasanau kegewani yak nakvigas nikwich nakya chakwape and hakum o ilma pinan skuyan kege ekano wolachak iman nito koya lomusha ekamo pakslimusha ashunu. According to ancient custom and law, I offer you this medicine. Our people call it Kishwa fruit. Shastas, our neighbors, have named it Iknish. I call it grizzly bear root, like the old people, because it comes from the grizzly bear. And white people probably call it angelica root. That's what they would know it by. Great Creator, the four powers of the universe, the Grandfather Sun, the Grandmother Moon, the Daybreak Star, the Mother Earth, and all our relations in nature, and the good spirits in the earth, on the earth, around the earth, and in outer space. We come before you in a humble manner, and according to ancient custom and law, we offer you this Kishwa fruit, we offer you tobacco as payment. We pray and we give thanks to you. We love you with all of our heart and all of our soul and all of our creation. We send out to all of creation and throughout the entire universe. And I've been assigned responsibility for the Grandfather Sun. So I would like to make a special prayer to the Grandfather Sun, which rises in the east. And now it's over there, of course, wherever he decides to travel, he travels all around the world, and we're glad to have that. But the Grandfather Sun is the most powerful. We call him the Grandfather for that reason, because nothing in our solar system could live without that sun. We draw all of our light, all of our power, all of our beauty, and all of our energy from the Grandfather Sun. I want to thank you, Grandfather Sun, for your light, for your power, for your beauty, for your energy. We want to thank you so very much for keeping our solar system alive and all of the planets and every part of creation. in all things, that walk, crawl, fly, swim, seen or unseen, and into this earth, and for the earth, for the animal people, bird people, tree people, snake people, plant people, bug people, fish people, frog people, turtle people, lizard people, rock people, and human people. And of course, all of the very good spirits. So I have a sun song that we sing in honor of the grandfather sun. Hey-an-num, no way. Hey-an-nun, one-a-three. Hey-an-nun, no hey. Hey-an-num, no way. Hey, no way. Hey-an-num, wanna slay. Hey-an-num, no way. Hey-an-num, no way. Hey, oh, huisja joutua. Pass it on to the next person. Carolyn.
Thank you, Bobby. So the way I was taught, you don't just take something without giving something back. So Bobby, I'd like to offer this to you. Thank you so much. I think let's take a few minutes to do this right now, if you guys don't mind. Prakash?
Yeah.
It's for you. Thank you for opening up yourself. Auntie Irene and Bonnie, offer you this. This is rocks are special to people. This is a special rock from this land. Sandra, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you. So now Prakash will open up the south.
Yep. Right there for me. No, it's on.
It's like coming out.
You can.
Wait, no, it's on the student, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, namaste everyone. I'm Prakash and I live in Santa Fe. I'm from India originally and I teach Ayurvedic cooking and I also do consultations. So in Indian tradition, when we open something, we pray the God for Lord Ganesha. Most of you probably know that, with the elephant trunk. So that's what I'm going to do. I will burn the incense and I will chant about Lord Ganesha. If you can follow me, that will be nice. So Lord Ganesha is the god of he destroys all the obstacles when you do something. So anything you do in India, they first worship Lord Ganesha. And that's how you start anything new opening. So I would like to, I hope most of you knows what I'm talking about. So I'm going to sing about Lord Ganesha. Om Sri Ganganapate Namaha. Say Om Sri Ganganapate Namaha. Om Sri Ganganapate Namaha. Om Sri Ganganpate Namaha. Om Sri Ganganpate Namaha. Sri Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva, Mata Kahi Parvati Pita Mahadeva. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Prakash.
Thank you.
So now we're going to have Auntie Irene and Bonnie open the West.
Welcome everybody. I'm Auntie Irene from the West, from Australia. We're Aboriginal elders, Bonnie and I. And we were very thankful to be here for the opening prayer. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge that we are this traditional land, these traditional owners of this land before us. We'd like to acknowledge them and thank them. So I was wondering what I was going to do and for an opening prayer, and a vision came to me, so I'd written it all down, so that's why I'm reading it. Thank you. We are the black people from the west direction and represent water. Water that reflects our spiritual and physical lives and the flow of life, death and rebirth. This is our prayer and blessings. We come from Mother Earth, where the magic of darkness is black. We hold the sacred knowledge and the wisdom of our culture. We are the old ones, the keepers of our land. The stories of the Dreamtime has been passed down for many generations. We tell the stories by drawing in the sand. Our dreaming teaches us to respect for others and ourselves, to survive. We have always understood that in each life there is meaning, and our dreaming unfolds the stories and the many lessons all humanity need to understand. Ochre colours the water, and we dance in red and yellow. And our ceremonies unfold our connections to all things. We carry the sacred water within us, running deep. It's the blood that runs through our veins, the oceans, the rivers, and the rains. It cleanses our bodies, minds, and soul to give us the strength to rise above that which would destroy us. And in the shadow, we are born a second time. This is our dreaming, that in the night of the soul, in the darkness, we are born again. Darkness has never destroyed us. It has only revealed who we are. Now we see with straight eyes, and we hear the heartbeat of our Mother Earth and the heartbeat of those who journey through the night of the soul. We walk with all people of our colour, and this is our prayer and blessing and what we have to offer. To trust in what is not seen and the magic of darkness. Stumbling through the darkness, we are remade, and in the struggle to see and find hope, we are revealed. We revel in warmth and calmness as we travel from Mother Earth to see farther sky, a strong light that illuminates our minds and our souls. In coming through the dark night, the shadow leaves us and we walk in the light. Remember our stories and our teachings of the connections to all things, and to trust your souls to love and to grow and to experience many beginnings. Do not neglect the journey of remembrance or the past be forgotten. It is a journey that allows our memories to heal and let us all live as one. When it is our time to passing, we pray our bodies with the sacred water and the ochre. We are not afraid. and we feel peace of our journey completed. And as we take our last breath, the body is still. We melt and we go back into Mother Earth. The darkness where the magic is black. We are the black people from the west direction, the old ones. We are the salt water which joins the fresh water that flows in harmony. And this is our prayer and blessing we leave in this place of healing, a gift of love and respect. Thank you. Now I'll hand you over to Bonnie. Bonnie's Aboriginal elder from our community in Australia, and he'll be speaking. Okay.
We wanted to bring something sacred from our community and from our country. Some of you may know this instrument. This is called a didgeridoo. In our tongue, it's called a yidaki. This yidaki comes from the top end of Australia, from Tivi people. It has a dreaming that's connected to my own family down south. And it travels, the dreaming. Aboriginal dreaming is a strong thing for us, and that dreaming travels all over Australia. This yidaki is a crocodile dreaming. In Australia, the Australian saltwater crocodile, can grow 18 to 20 foot long and is really quite a large, aggressive animal. But our people rely upon him. He provides us food. He provides us a journey forward. This dreaming is crocodile dreaming. This particular didgeridoo came about 6 months ago as we were preparing to come over here. It's a one-off didgeridoo. This has been made by a Wati, an initiated man, and we brought this here. We travelled all the way over, miracle after miracle, to get it here. So we're very, very thankful. I'm going to actually, let me share with you a story about the dreaming of the crocodile. The story is that many generations ago, before white people came to our country, there was a man who was a fantastic fisherman in his village. And although he was very fantastic at that and people liked him, a few people grew jealous of him. And so they killed him. And they wrapped him up in nets and hung him in a tree by the river. His wife came and saw him, was so distressed at what she saw. She also died and was wrapped up in the nets. The nets with the bodies fell into the river and were transformed into male and female crocodile. And that's why the pattern is there. That's one of the dreamings of the Larrakia people of the top end. So this didge is specially made, and we bring it to you, and I'm going to play a little bit of it now. We'll see how we go. The atmosphere is very different here for us. We're at sea level, but I want to play this, and then we've got something to do with this didgeridoo. Can we please ask for Gordon and Marilyn to come forward? So it's worth mentioning that this is a men's instrument. Only men are allowed to blow through this, but anyone can handle this. So in handing this over, we've spoken to Marilyn and asked who is the appropriate person for us to give this to. This didgeridoo is going to stay here as a gift to this institute, as a way of honouring and keeping the west direction open. We have some other gifts as well.
Thank you. We want to give this gift to Marilyn. It's a ceremony rug that has been played. The didgeridoo, we put it down and play the didgeridoo on it. People can stand and speak from the heart. Yeah. So we want to present that to you, Marilyn. And I want to present these healing beads for whenever she feels like she needs them, or she can wear them anytime. But they're painted by myself, and I want to. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Auntie Irene and Bonnie. So now we're going to, Sandra Ingerman is going to open the north for us.
So I'll start with some and then I'll pick it up. That was a spirit song that I used to call some helpers to me from the unseen realms. And I am honored to greet the North, the place of wisdom, the color white, and most of all, this glorious element, air. Air is my greatest ally. So I'm delighted to be able to speak about air, who was actually the first living being here on Earth before there was any other beings here. The air greeted every living being as it entered and was born on this great Earth. And we give thanks to the ancestors of this sacred land and to all the ancestors all over the world who sacrificed themselves, and that we as humans remember the gift of life. We've forgotten to give gratitude for our lives. And what a gift what Marilyn is bringing to our community of sharing so much beautiful wisdom that will help people wake up to the moment-to-moment practices every one of us must do to once again walk on this earth with great harmony and beauty. And so I hope that you will join me in giving thanks to all the ancestors and our ancestors who are here, and to all of life, and to give our gratitude for our lives, because life is precious, and we must remember that. We give thanks.
Thank you, Sandra. So I'm going to turn it back to Bobby now, who's going to, we've opened up the directions now, we're not closing them, but we're going to do a final coming around together of the circle. And then I'll speak a little bit more to tell you a little bit about the land and the property and how everything's set up so that you can go tour around and see the different things that are here. Bobby?
Get older. Eat up old bear. Yeah, I can I'm very proud of Marilyn. I've known her for a long time. She's become like a little sister to me, a younger sister. I won't say little, younger sister, and been working with her for a long number of years. And watched her grow, develop, persevere. I've been to a lot of sacred places, and very, very proud of her. You know, it's very difficult for some people to follow their dreams. But like the old timers used to say, you know, we have to follow our dreams. If you quit your dreaming, you might as well quit giving up your life. She pursued her dreams. She followed her dreams. And with spiritual guidance and perseverance and tenacity, and she went to a lot of sacred places, not searching for power, not being power hungry. So many people like to go to these places. They want power. Everybody wants power, and that's all good. Maybe they're meant to go there, maybe they're not meant to go there. But certain people are oftentimes called. And some people resist that calling, they don't want to go. So I have to pay high respect and tribute to her. Because I've known her for about, 30 years now? Something like that. And also Gordon, my friend Gordon over there. We love him also very much. And I'm very, very proud of her, and we've done a lot of prayers on our long distance, and even from our sacred mountain up there, one of our sacred mountains, Mount Shasta, one of the most sacred and powerful mountains on this continent. And I won't get into a whole speech about that, and I'll try to cut it short. But I also like to, so on their behalf, and as part of this closing, in honor and recognition of Marilyn, to let you know that what she's doing here is a very difficult thing. And I know she came here with good heart and good intentions, but I'd like to once again, on my behalf, offer this tobacco, this payment once again to all my relations in nature and to all of our native people, our ancestors who live around here, and all our relations that walk, that crawl, fly, swim, sea and run sea, and to all the good spirits, and to all the native people who live in this area. Don't look upon me as a stranger. I come here with a good heart and good intentions and lots of love and respect for all of you. And so with this in mind, Nakia Chakhakum is what we say in my language. I want to offer you this tobacco as payment. But I also like to pay special recognition for a younger brother that I met who lives down here from a few years ago. His name is Robert. And I started this opening prayer. I started with this eagle bone whistle, and Robert made it for me. He's such a strong and spiritual and humble and peaceful person, and I understand that he's contributed a lot to Maryland here. With the Sacred Sweat Lodge ceremonies, and I don't know if he's even revealed his background to a lot of people, or even if I should do it. But he certainly has my respect. Anybody that can go through 28 Sundance ceremonies, I don't know if you've ever seen any. It takes a very special, strong individual. When he does that, he's not just dancing for the earth. He's not just dancing for himself. He's dancing for the people and all of creation. He's a very special, high being person, and I want to thank you, my brother, for this valuable tool. My people also use, in the sacred deerskin dance, we use the eagle bone whistle in the deerskin dance. So it's special to me. And I have to also pay special tribute to Charles. I met Charles when I was out here the last time. Anybody that can create something like that, so unique and so special, and yet be humble about it, is indeed a gift to the earth and to the people, to all of the people. He's a very, very special person. So we want you to know that obviously the great Creator and the Mother Earth loves you, and a lot of people will come to love you more and more. You're unique, you're special, and nobody can probably say this, but I want to tell you personally, I love you. I love what you've done. I love your work, and I wish you long life, good health, and abundance of wealth and protection to carry it on for a long time. Hey. So with all that in mind, I'll close it off. I want to thank the other people that come here to help and back and support Maryland. To the four sacred directions, to the four powers, the four forces of creation. And that's what they were here. That's how the whole universe was created. By the true great Creator of the universe. But those four powers, those four forces, those four elements, like some of them have been talking about, is the very essence of creation. Air, fire, earth, and water. And that's what makes all of us. And we're all part of one. We are all one under the sun. We are all one with the true great Creator and all of creation. To bring us all together in a sacred way. The circle is holy. It has no beginning. It has no end. Circles within circles within circles within circles, uniting us with these four sacred directions. You feel it, I'm sure. Welcome to the sacred circle of life and to this healing center. Hani, hana, hani, hana. Hey, hey. Hey, 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 Adi, Hana, Adi, Hana, hey, 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 oh, oh, hey, 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 hey.
Thank you, Bobby. I just wanted to briefly, I know the next thing that was on the agenda was to tour the facility. I just wanted to explain what is here so you can walk around at your own leisure. And then when you're finished walking around and looking around, we do have a meal in the Healing Center building, which is that large building up front. So please join us for that. Prakash, Chef Prakash, has made a wonderful Ayurvedic meal for us, which in itself is a healing and a blessing. So the Creator told me when I was very young how to build the center. So I built it the way I was told. I didn't, do it any other way. What there is for each one of the directions here, there's something in that direction that is very special to the people of that direction. So I'm going to start with the East, something that has to do with the way they pray or the way they make the connection with the Creator. So the East is this way, and in the East we have a community sweat lodge. We also have another lodge which is used for vision quests, and it's called a doctoring lodge. So when visiting healers are here, a lot of times they do special healings in those lodges. So that's in the East. And then the South is an Asian-oriented meditation garden that has beautiful gongs and beautiful lavender sand. For the West, we haven't done the West yet. I was waiting until Auntie Irene and Bonnie got here to advise me on what should we put there. So I'm not going to share that right now, but I can tell you it's going to be very special. And if your name is on our mailing list, we will definitely send you an invite for the ceremony that opens up that special area. For the North, the white culture always used sacred standing stone circles or circles of trees. So we have put in a standing stone circle. There's also the healing water sculpture back here, which I was told on one of my vision, I don't know what you call them, my 10 days in the sacred high country, no food, no water, about this sort of site. So we went ahead, and my friend Charles has wonderfully taken that vision that I had and created it. So it's called the Healing Waters. So feel free, and then there's a blue star here. My medicine name I'll share is Blue Star Dragonfly. So we put the blue star here. This structure right here is the body of the dragonfly. The head of the dragonfly is the medicine lodge, and then the pathways make the wings. So hopefully when we see it from the air, it will really look like that. So that's all I wanted to share. Thank you so much for coming. Please, walk around, see what we have here. Each area has, there's benches, different places to sit, and hopefully experience, have a wonderful spiritual experience as people just find places to contemplate. And so please join us in the Healing Center afterwards. The food is set up right now, so anytime you want to go in there, that would be wonderful. Thank you again.